The purpose of this video is to break down and demonstrate how you should analyze your ads. Now, in order for us to understand this information that we gather from every ad we spend, we need the right foundations in place. Now, I am talking about understanding the metrics, the variables that move the needle for our business. Nothing matters most than growing the profit number at the end of each month when we do our P&L analysis. The important factor here is understanding how do we get the value for every dollar spent on ads to make a positive impact on the next batch of ad creators we do develop. So there are 4 metrics that break down the overall health of a business. The CPA, cost per action. We have the AOV, which is average order value. The CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. Ultimately, frequency. How often is this advert getting shown to the end user? Anything above 1, they're getting shown that single ad concept more than once, right? If we're saying like 1.5, 1.7, 1.4, 1.3, and then if you go above 2, right, you're really spamming these users, right? These users are coming across as advert 2, 3, 4 times, multiple times during the day. So what is the purpose behind these metrics? There is a direct relationship from CPA to AOV. The higher the AOV from the actual CPA target, the higher the profit we make. The lower CPA to the AOV, the more profit we make. Lower AOV to higher CPA, we're losing money. And overall, anything a higher CPA and a low AOV rate, regardless, you're screwed. So the factors behind CPA and AOV, there are so many ways to make money. Typically, to raise your AOV, this is where you're bundling your hero SKUs together. You're selling more than one product. To reduce your CPA, to lower the cost per acquisition, this is consistent creative testing, campaign expansion, offer expansion, different product testing, so on and so forth. Optimized funnel, really good creatives, but really good post-click. Now, CPM and frequency. The higher the CPM, the more money you're spending to get impressions, the more expensive it's going to be for you to advertise at scale. If you're spending $1,000 a day, $5,000 a day, $10,000 a day, you're spending loads of money to reach a specific demographic if your CPM is above $20, which is unnecessary. Either there's a lack of congruency from your product to Facebook or Meta. Maybe this is a lack of organic growth or a lack of organic contribution. Maybe this is a feedback score where your account profile is ranked way below Meta's liking or Instagram's liking, depending on what platform, if it's on Instagram or it's on Facebook, or if you're running on both. Now, we can artificially affect CPM, but CPM is more so a compliance. It's a factor we can control. This is where Meta's ranking our offer, our business within the ecosystem of other competitors. But I say this to say, those are the foundations. The great thing behind this is we can apply this to our media buy. What does that look like? How do we factor in those metrics to our campaign? How can we troubleshoot the entirety of the sales funnel? So in business and in paid media, there are a lot of factors, there are a lot of variables that come into getting a finalized purchase. There's a lot of factors prior to somebody whipping out their credit card, typing in that number, clicking the button to purchase. So it's in our best bet, if we're analyzing data, we want to analyze data from a standpoint of a prospect entering the funnel. So when it comes to metrics or soft metrics that I display on a media buying point of view in my ads manager, I start with campaign, delivery, budget, amount spent, impressions, CPM, reach, frequency, clicks, click-through rate, landing page views, cost per landing page views, add to cart, cost per add to cart, initiate checkout, cost per initiate checkout, purchases, cost per purchases, which is our CPA, our purchase conversion value, and then the average order value. And this is what it looks like displayed on Meta. So the full funnel tells me the drop off. I can see the correlation from impressions to the amount of people that clicked to the amount of people that actually landed on a landing page to what is the number of landing page views to correlation of conversion rate or overall CPA. And then at a high level breakdown, I could see, okay, if we're unprofitable, it either starts at a creative sector or it starts at a post-click sector. And then I put my focus there. And then I'm just making innovations. And then I'm solving for other parts of the variable, right? The easiest factor I could say is you can boost your profit margin by, if you've never ran a bundle, run a bundle, right? Put your best combining hero SKUs, 2 or 3 products, put them together, have a Grand Slam offer, buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one 50% off, buy 2, get one free, along those lines. Something like that no-brainer offer. You could test that structure. But if it's more so your creatives are subpar, right? You're seeing high expensive CPMs and really low click-through rates, you got to start a creative front. Now, how do we determine where the bottleneck lies within the funnel, right? Cheaper CPMs equals more eyes on the adverts. Click-through rate higher than 1.5% equals more eyes on our landers for a cheaper cost. Conversion rate higher than 2% equals a dialed sales funnel where you could spend $10,000 a day and then you're going to make a return of 2x, right? But all of these variables play a factor with one another. Better creatives oftentimes leads to more aware buyers who are willing to convert at a profitable CPA. A lack of sales, but decent soft metrics from creatives can stem from either a post-click issue or an offer issue. The money that is made from our ads is making iterations to the offer first, but sometimes mediocre creatives and post-click can have an effect on unprofitable CPA. So you're going to have a multitude of hypotheses to test within the offer, whether it's creative testing, split testing, landing pages. Traditionally, it's iterations to the offer, heavy creative testing, final iterations to post-click destination page. This is where your A/B testing collection page versus direct landing page. And then from there, other areas outside of the business that can artificially raise CPA. This is like building a community, building a Facebook group. This could be having engagement on your Instagram posts organically. This could also be where you have a lot of engagement in your comment section, right, from your ads. So those are ways you could artificially lower your CPA, and then as a byproduct with CPMs, your CPMs are going to lower as well. And then as you solve for net profit, it comes down to building an internal team. So the roadmap, the structure to get to higher profit margin has been laid out. I've laid it out on scalevelocity.io. You can check out my website. You can read my 30-page protocol where I go super in depth on the step-by-step process necessary to reach higher net profit targets, so that if you ever want to exit your company one day, you want to have a higher multiple at around 2 to 5x. This is the pathway for you. This is the pathway to implement and higher AOV to have first order profit. And then we also have retention strategies to boost LTV on the back end. If you're an apparel company, this is like consistent collection drops, planning it with seasonality holidays within the marketing calendar. If you're a more subscription-focused brand, we're pushing those on the back end, building a Facebook group, building a community, so on and so forth. So with that being said, if you're tired of getting burned by ad agencies, you want to get set up for an exit, check out scalevelocity.io. You can book in a call with me and I'll walk you through our process on how we're helping our portfolio of brands get set up for an exit. With that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video.